Not taking accountability is a hell of a drug, but you know I'm gonna keep it a stack. Alright, today I'm gonna meet up with my dog Eazy. I haven't seen her in a while. Last time I seen her was the parlor. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just discuss some personal things and catch up.
What you been up to?
Well, you know, I've been working on some music lately. I've been in the studio. I haven't been in the studio for about 10 years since my brother passed. It's been a struggle. Yeah, it's been a struggle since then. Just now getting in. I feel like I picked up where I left off. I got a single coming out March 8th, and I'm trying to do I want to do 5 features. I want to do 5 videos, and I got 5 tracks of my own. You know what I'm saying? So I got some fire coming. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit to say and get off my chest.
Forward too.
Definitely do.
From the day when I met you, like you said that, I'm like, oh, you rap, you. Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm proud of you. Now look, how the season been going?
The season been going pretty.
Everybody been what's been going on?
The season been going pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty cool with just about everybody.
Okay.
Got a couple little, you know.
Just about, huh? Look like I got to pull my hat up for that.
You got a couple little crop tops and little big birds. Things of that nature, you know what I'm saying?
Couple titties out.
Couple titties out. But other than that, I mean, man, it's just, hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put whatever I got, whatever confrontations and shit it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it in my music.
Put it to
I'm
the
gonna
side.
put it in my music.
There you go, because
You know what I'm saying?
matter, man. It's like I've always said, this is on the way up. Now, not all the other chasing up. It's on the way up. We literally supposed to be building each other up. So all this side
Exactly.
shit, it don't sit right with me. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
But when you called it like, hey, I want to sit down and talk to you about this, and I already knew it would be, you know.
For sure, but like I said, I definitely want you to be in my video and shit. So that's gonna probably pop off probably like first week of April.
So where her husband at? What else going on with my husband? I thought I was gonna see him today.
No, that's a.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work like I thought it would. We was engaged for a good 7-8 months. I mean, he got on one knee and proposed to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said I was everything that he wanted and needed, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But the interesting thing is that he never told his family that we were engaged. But the family that I barely know knew. It makes me feel cursed. Like, I feel like I'm cursed. Like, I have not had a break at all. And now that I've been through those fucked up relationships, this was not my first relationship, being grown. I think I was like 19. I go through the phone and see a whole bunch of this and that. A lot of cheating and lies and relationships that had already been before me that were still going with me. Used me, degraded me, tried to destroy me just because I wanted to ask why. Why are you doing me like this? And that's actually the person that I tried to get away from. And it was one of them things where, you know how they be like, if I can't have you, no one else can. It was one of them things. And I was just like, you know what, I'm fed up, I'm over it. I'm trying to move on. I did not come back to Minnesota for this. And he stabbed me in my head. And yeah, I got this little scar here. A lot of people think it's part of my hairline or design or something, but he's actually stabbed me in my head. I suffered brain damage. It went past the white meat, all that, scraped the skull or whatever. Any inch to the left or right, I believe they said, it would have been my temple. I've always felt like there was a hole somewhere, you know what I'm saying, a big hole, that just never got repaired at all, at all. Now that I'm grown now and in a relationship, and it still feels the same. I finally found somebody that I can be at peace with, allegedly. And you know, it was some things that transpired that I just was uncomfortable with, and for me to take accountability, I feel like I I kind of threw a tantrum on some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't towards him per se. He knew I was mad at a certain situation, but he took it upon himself to be more mad than me and started saying some hateful things and shit like that. So
Start throwing them stones, baby.
when they started throwing them stones, you know, I said some shit back, and then it just escalated, and then the whole situation was just out of hand. Like, it wasn't even about him or us. It's me losing my job. It's me not being able to give you what you want. It's me having to rely on you. It's me not having a penny to my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of shit. Like, that's just it's a collective shit on top of my own personal shit that was way before you. And he voiced, you know, he's close with his mom. So he voiced a lot of that to his mother and shit like that. And I hear his mother at the table with a full table, about 3-4 people at the table. She's facing one person that I don't know, that she barely even knows. And she's going in on me. He's selfish. Why the fuck he in there because of the haircut? He's supposed to be here for this and that and da-da-da-da-da. So as I'm standing there hearing that, I'm already halfway to her. So I walked the rest of the way and I politely asked her, I said, Ma, why are you telling him my business? I don't even know him and you don't even know him. So then after I said that, she rose up and now we're face to face. She's yelling. I'm trying to explain to her, it's just the fact that you're telling people my business. I don't like that. So then everybody else rose up that was in the house as if and walked, damn near jumped me. Not physically, but like tugging me back and forth in my face, crowded me in my circle, as if I tried to, like I jumped into her face trying to fight her.
We're gonna find lessons to learn in everything, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So take that, what happened in that relationship, don't let that become you in the next relationship. Or don't turn into that person that did you wrong in the next relationship. You got to love yourself first before that. Like,
and that's my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, as of right now, I mean, literally as of right now, I feel like I'm learning that.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
look, me and you both, I'm doing the same shit, man. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Like, I'm literally telling you how I am moving right now. Moving to love myself. When I say I leave love, the first love that's gonna come is loving within me. And then now I have the ability to love somebody else and pour into somebody else. Because if you don't have that reciprocated, baby, it's gonna take your ass the fuck down.
It just hurt different. Like, I never experienced that before. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know why it probably hurt a little bit? Don't we ain't gonna do this. So I'm glad I wore glasses. It's because you had intentions of loving that person because you saw what you wanted. You found, but it defined you. Come on now, and that's okay. And guess what we're gonna do? You know what our text this morning, what I put on my story this morning.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna lead with love. We just gonna have a little more discernment. We just gonna have a little more than red flag. Let it go, and it's okay. And let me tell you, it is okay. Lord, don't get me like this.
I'm trying not to. You know what I'm saying? But like, cause I don't really talk to many people about nothing that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know, I've always told you what I always told you. If you need to talk to me and call me, please. I will stop every damn thing I'm doing, and I will talk. I don't give a shit what the hell I'm doing. You call me. Okay.
I just don't understand how somebody can be, 1 minute in love with you, propose to you and shit, and the next minute like just discard you like some trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker left me at my lowest, bro.
Granny,
Like, left me at my lowest, bro.
Look at me.
Like, I'm over here begging this man on my knees.
Look for what? Let me tell you.
In the fucking cold, bro. The coldest months of February and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let me tell you. You know what I mean? That ain't the one for you. Because nobody will ever leave you at your lowest, and they know that you need it. You know, you pray about it, you move on. You know what you do? You say, I release you, I forgive you, and I see you, but I'm going to release you into the hands of the Lord because I can't no more. And that next journey that he go on, he going to have to walk this shit alone. He ain't going to have an angel beside him like you. It ain't going to be a motherfucker ever. Come on. And he might circle back around, but look. He circle back around. You ain't going to be there because you can't. You know? And And that shit is okay. Look, shit, you preaching to me. I went through the damn same shit. And here you go, I'm easy motherfucking great. Nobody think I ever go through that. And you talking to me about me. And that shit gonna be alright, man. You know?
Hell yeah.
Shit gonna be alright.
But you know, I'm trying to move forward, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You alright, you ain't trying. Look.
I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward.
Speak that. Speak life, manifest greatness. I write that a lot. You are moving forward. It may hurt. And guess what? You need those feelings are valid. It's okay to be hurt. My nigga, it is. You feel me? Don't bask in it, feel it. Don't bask and don't stay there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You need those feelings. If you didn't know what hurt or love was, you wouldn't know what joy would be. You wouldn't even know. If you ain't hurt, you wouldn't know what joy would be. If you ain't have a bad day, you don't know what the hell a good day is. You feel me? So, and that shit is okay. Look, what you going through now? What you going through now? It is your husband, the next one. Boy, he got his goddamn work cut out. He gonna be
Got his work cut out, boy.
Top fucking tier. You hear me? Top shelf.
Tequilas.
Seriously.
The realest in the room shines the brightest. And who's realer than Mayday Muse?
Okay, I'm glad that y'all came. Thank you.
Thank
Look,
you.
it's funny because I was just talking to you earlier, but I had the idea of what we were gonna do, and then it's kind of like you get in here and you start to put it down, and it kind of like ran away from me. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I want to actually start fresh, especially since we talked about like creating with you and you being part of the creative process. So I was like, we could probably do something as a unit right now, just to try to, so that way I can get your idea before I solidify anything.
Okay.
That just makes any sense.
I am a person, I don't really like doing, maybe I may do it in the future, but I don't really like doing stock tracks. Like here, I just made this and you just purchase it. I'm a custom track person, only that's why my stuff is a little expensive, but you know, when you have a product that's good, you gotta pay for it. So, but at the same token, I think I like to bring people into my world and show them what I'm capable of and show them what I do, so that way they can get a feel on what they need for their project. And so if people sit in the room and listen to me actually piece something together, one, they can get a base sound of what it's gonna sound like, and then they can throw any ideas in before I kick them out and do it all myself.
With the song, do you have any, like, what is your vision for it? Like so while we're in this space, we can talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So, in the middle or the end, have a change of the beat, so it's more, because the song's kind of slow, but it still could be, just like a rap verse. But I was telling her, since the song is, the way the song is, maybe I should come up with something like more of, it's a rap, but still like a more poetic, or a, how you hear songs and they're rapping, but it's more poetic than just I'm coming to the club, I'm shaking my ass, I'm doing this shit, and I got my gas, hey, smoke that shit.
So you talking about like on some Wale, J. Cole type, on one of them, like the undertone beats, but it still got a little knock to it.
Yeah, because
almost like your song, Mama. It's kind of like, it's got that.
And then it breaks down, kind of like how the On the Way Up breaks down at the end. On the Way Up.
That's like almost like urban. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives it more like it's like urban rap, like how they have the poetry or the like the poetry slam people that they used to do over the top of those beats.
The original version of the song, no, don't like it, hate it. I don't like it. I have to kind of put my own spin on things, because sometimes when you're in the studio and you're working on something that you just don't like, it don't come out good. So the best thing to do, I have a really good talent of just spinning things and making it my own. I'm gonna have to do this with this, because this one's gonna take some work.
What do you like? How you say you wanted the tempo of it? Because I'll say, like, listening to the song, it is kind of free, like as far as the way it's expressed and the way she sings and the syncopation of it. I think that for purposes of trying to get the point across, it does need to be a little bit more structured. That way, because what the structure does is allow the repetition to sink into the listener, and then they can kind of get a feel for what the song is a little easier than something that's a little bit more free flowing. Because that's left for interpretation when it free flows. If that makes any sense. I don't know why it's doing that.
So as I piece this track together, I start to really come into my ideas, and I like to get, especially any clients of mine, feedback as far as like what they want to do. But at the end of the day, I want them to trust me with the product. So I'm already seeing the vision, honestly. It's coming together. I can see where it's going to work out. And I've worked with Devonta before, and I've done music for him before, so I know he trusts me. That's why I make sure I get people in and so they can give their opinion, but I'm definitely going to put my magic on this, and it's going to be amazing. Y'all just wait and see.
We're going to work with this for right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I can lay on top of this strings. Like I said, if I want to make this fuller, yeah. So that way, like this is just the backing. You know what I'm saying? Like literally all I'm doing is just, and no matter where I come, like even if we did it as a intro, you see what I'm saying? Like it can come later or whatever.
Right.
But the strings will bring more like when we get ready to go into it. Right. I can throw whatever on top. So it's just depending on the sound. Like if you're trying to go more emotion and orchestral, like that's kind of with the strings and everything. I can add more moving sounds to that. So that's like if that before we even move forward, is that if that's probably the direction that you're trying to go with that. What you think, Christine?
I think that sounds great. I'm excited. Yeah. So we waiting on you to finish the beat, right? And then we're gonna come and write at your house.
You're right there.
And then the next time we come and record.
We're not recording here.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to the studio to record.
Okay. So like I know I might be putting a lot of pressure on you, but I know everybody looks to you for a little guidance, and you the level-headed one, and I think I could see you pulling the group together, everybody together, and us doing this retreat thing.
Sometimes I know everybody comes to me about stuff just because I can be a really chill guy, but I never really expressed to be the most chill person in the room. It's just kind of the label that I've been given. Now, mind you, I don't really put myself out there in ways to cause problems or anything just because it's just genuinely not who I am. But I think a healing retreat will be good for everybody if they're willing to heal.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with pulling everybody together if they're willing to do, because I'm not gonna try to make somebody seem like they should do something just because I'm away, if that makes any sense. But because one, I wasn't always like this, so I wasn't always the nice guy, if that makes any sense.
I think the healing retreat is bigger than any venture or show because, I think what Devonta meant is just because these are things that you should kind of apply to your everyday life and in your everyday field of what you're doing. If you're not trying to find some, R&R, you're honestly not going to be able to do what you do at your best ability. And again, this may sound cliche, but you honestly have to get yourself together before you can do anything for anybody else. I don't want to go to no engineer who ain't got their shit together and who's half depressed all the time and got baby mama drama. I don't want to deal with that. So I want people to heal from their problems so that when you go out into the world, you can be the best person that you can be.
Look, let me tell you. I wish you would have been here, but he probably didn't want you here earlier.
What happened was?
Nothing.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the dynamic duo right
I loved on him. He loved on me.
Little therapeutic session real quick.
Okay,
How I love
I see it was therapy.
How I loved on
you know,
you.
death therapy.
Jose Cuervo is therapy?
How I loved on you. I loved on him.
Okay, well, make sure you still have the same
I
love
got
for
it.
me. Okay. I just wanted to make sure he ain't still
What
on
you
my
been up to,
shine.
bro? How you been?
Look, let me tell you something. We went to a fun place, okay? I had called everybody. When I say everybody, everybody. And I call everybody, I call everybody, okay? Personally, to invite them to the bowling alley. We went to the bowling alley, just to say we never bowled.
Yeah,
Thank God that y'all ain't getting there.
I really never even like touched.
I'm
ball.
glad because if y'all would have touched the
No
ball,
ball.
balls
There
would
was
have
no
been
balls
wrong.
that came out. There was
There was no
nothing.
balls that came out.
We got a lane. Don't get me wrong,
Let
we
me
got a
see.
lane, but
We had a lane.
we had a lane.
I ain't see why I be
But
like.
but no balls.
But we did have liquor.
Yeah.
Okay, we did have liquor. But let me tell you something. I think that because of the way it went, it just didn't go.
So what happened? Tell me, get to the nitty gritty. What happened?
Okay, so
Fill me in, cause it's tea for me, baby. I'll be like,
you know when you were here, it was always shenanigans with the same person. So I was calling
That's why I'm not here.
I won't say any names.
Crop top.
Jinx,
Crop top.
Jinx, take a shot. Why would y'all got there say the same thing?
Because it's the common denominator.
The crop top is the same one with titty on.
Crop top.
No.
Oh,
Crop top.
who's crop top?
Crop top. The one
Crop
who thinks
top.
that they invented the crop top, even though I did.
Crop top.
Anyways,
Let's just say crop top.
so crop top didn't show up, even though crop top was personally invited, and
Crop top is titty on.
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, got the titty out.
That's
Pretty much, the crop
Yeah.
top did not show up, so they sent.
Big Bird.
So you know me, you know my mouth. I go for the jugular. I'm real, okay? People take real as and blunt as being messy. It's not messy. I just want to know what's going on.
Get
Because
to
we need
the
to know
down,
what's
get
going
down
on.
to the bottom.
You
That's
show
it.
up, you don't tell us.
You're a little messy, but ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm messy.
What we
Ain't
talking
but I'm
about?
messy in a good way.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Answer my
But-
Take
question.
accountability. What we just talking
I
about?
do take
But
accountability
continue,
for it.
continue.
Okay.
Look,
And he here
I
for
love
it.
you for that.
No.
And I
but
love
he-
you for
right.
saying that.
He here for
Continue.
that. He here for that. So
Look at this off.
my mess is more so of I just wanted to know why you were there and your friend isn't here.
A few moments later.
He
Are you
didn't
a part
answer.
of the cast?
What did he say?
He didn't answer it.
What do you got going on?
When we went down to the bar, this is where it got heated. He said, "Well, I said, well, you
He
coming?"
not here to bowl if he got nails.
Wait a minute. I
He ain't hit a bowl,
I say,
but he got
I say, are you coming to have fun with us?
nails.
A few minutes later.
Are you speaking for him, or are you telling y'all what he said? Because
Well,
look,
that's where it goes left.
Your show flopped, and now you want to be on a motherfucking show where you talking, you
That
defending a
wanted
motherfucker
to be
that's not even
you wanted to be a
relevant.
regular on here, but you couldn't
Yeah.
because you were told not. You can't.
But
You
listen,
just
hold
can't.
on. But let me show
So
you
wait a
something.
minute. So wait a minute.
2 hours later.
If you're not here to bowl, what are you here for? Where's your friend? Well, I'm not here to speak for him. I'm here for myself. I got nails. I'm not bowling. So
What
what
are
are
you
you
here
doing here, sweetheart?
maybe
So,
it's important.
What nigga got on nails?
Maybe
that's
he's a
trying to
pro-
even
Nope.
bowl to regard
You gotta hear the rest
to
of the
begin
story.
with.
6.5 hours later.
How flopped did your
See, Brandon
show
called
flop?
me messy before that happened. They were at the bar. I tried to defuse the situation. The dude, Big
Big
Bird is what he calls him.
3 weeks later.
He basically stood halfway out of his chair and said, "I'm not going to argue with a bitch who doesn't know my name."
Many months later.
Now,
I completely.
might I mind you,
I
you only
asked
met
his
him one
name.
other
I
time.
only met him one
You only
time.
met him one time.
This is why I said no, because I am not gonna be the Maya Angelou, and y'all ain't gonna drive me crazy.
People are
2,000 years later.
He had a pistol.
no, he didn't.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that?
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
how
let me
you
get
felt.
to that. You gotta let me
That's
get
what
to
you
that.
was
You gotta
feeling.
let me get to that. You gotta
No,
let
no,
me
no. Did you physically
Feel that.
Feel that.
He did that to you.
You gotta let me get to that
Oh,
point. You gotta let
hell
me.
nah.
No, he got,
1 eternity later.
Ooh, and see, this is what we gotta goddamn cut.
okay, this is what I'm finna say. It should have never went down because you should have came. And if you wasn't gonna come, your friend should have never spoke for you because that's a contradiction.
So look,
I've been broke my whole life. A nigga gained just a little patience. Hustle and grind paid
knew you
off.
fuck with it.
I made a great compensation. You 3 seasons in, you still.
let me
Okay, so
Just a little snippet, little snippet, little
so you
snippet,
enjoyed
little
that, right?
snippet.
Yes,
Okay,
tell
so-
him to give me
he let me.
Never it. I ain't wanna have to do it to you, but now I'm on my villain shit. I strike on my own time. Don't cross that picket line. I voice what the fuck I want on my picket sign.
I'm the one to watch because it's lights, camera, action, and the talent is top notch. So today I'm meeting my mother and my sister and my lovely niece, and we're going to discuss my career. Of course, what else would I be talking about, you guys? And hopefully we can get some clarity with some stuff that happened the day before. Yesterday, we had I don't even want to call it an issue. I just feel like misunderstandings all around because of me and because of the situation at hand, which is I have just always been trying to do it all, and that is just not how life works, especially like I just said, like you have a certain structure of things that you already do on a regular basis. There was just a lot of miscommunication as far as like travel and like meeting times and like the schedules, because I did ask them to come, but then like so much was happening at once, as you know, as an artist, and so I kind of dropped the ball sometimes. And then the way that my family works, if you're creepy, you know what I'm talking about, it just gets too crazy, and then it's just a back and forth of like, you know, people not wanting to take accountability, I guess. I do want to apologize for not taking account all the things that you guys have sacrificed to come here to do, or, you know, or not do, whatever it is. So yeah. I feel like even in conflict, it's always not just one person, like it takes two to tango. So I did feel like I was wrong, so that's why I apologized. Whether I was gonna get an apology in return, I wasn't sure, but I just knew that I was gonna apologize.
But yeah, I definitely appreciate that. And you know, like I said to you, that sometimes, you know, you're gonna get a curveball. Like everything doesn't end up perfectly. Like, you know, I planned to be here yesterday at 8:30 in the morning. I didn't end up getting here until after 5. So, and that was just a domino effect of the other things that happened. That I couldn't get the car, and this happened, and then she was gonna be stuck at the airport, so I had to pull you in to go get her, and stuff like that. So in the moment, you can't really think like, damn, this is an inconvenience. It's kind of like, all right, well, this situation is happening because this situation occurred, or this wouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of look at problems a little bit differently. Is like what I'm saying. So I'm glad to hear you saying that, because I feel like I kind of got something in there for you to realize what I'm talking about. So sometimes you just got to look at life that way. Like, why is this situation happening right now?
Yeah, well, I get where you're coming from, because your main responsibility is yourself, like you were explaining. So obviously, me being a mom, I always put her first, and then I always think about other people because I'm just used to thinking about others because of her. And then, but like Mom said, I appreciate you acknowledging the fact that it was a little bit, I would say, kind of like, not dismissing, but it kind of like devalued what we were going through, because you feel like you're going through a lot, which I understand. And it's okay. Let me get you some tissue, girl. Let me go get you some tissue. Oh, no. Yeah, so like I said, I understand that you aren't familiar with what we go through and stuff, and like we're not familiar with what you go through. We don't live here, so we don't know what you do every single day and like how challenging that is. We have different challenges in our lives. Like, I don't know what it's like to try to make it across town and get somewhere on time to do something that you just planned. Like, my life can't be like that. So, you know, I just think communication is super important. Like, with everybody, not just you.
That's true. Now that you say that too, I guess I can take some of that too as responsibility of not thinking about that and thinking, you know, because where we live, it's a little different as far as traffic goes and stuff. So we might say, oh, you can just come get me at the airport. It's not a big deal. And then when you think about it, Atlanta traffic is a 15-minute ride can take you an hour and a half. You know, if there's traffic.
That's definitely what happened yesterday.
I don't know where you're coming from, and it's a tough town to even make it in. So I'm really proud of you, to be honest.
Me too.
You stepped out here on your own. You didn't know anybody here, and you moved here. And If I've never said it, I'm really proud of you for that. I am really, really proud of you for that because you have more courage than I've had. And I hand you that. All my friends say to me all the time, Sam, how'd you let your daughter move out here before you? You've been talking about moving to Atlanta for over 20 years. I was like, I know. I said, well, she's out there. And I always tell people, my daughter lives in Atlanta. I'm so proud of her. She's following her dreams. And don't you ever feel less than anything. Because that takes a really strong person to do that. And I'm very, very proud of you, if I don't say it enough. Okay?
To hear my mom say how proud she is of me actually does help fuel my energy because I just know it's so hard out here for artists in general. And then, living life where people already have husbands and wives and kids and all that. And like some people have to put that on pause. So for her to want grandchildren, but knowing that I have to be out and be this artist, but still say she's proud of me means the world, everything. Like, let's go. I'm gonna do this. I feel like the narrative of me and who I am in the family is kind of selfish. Like, because I don't say what's hard or what hurts me, that people think that it doesn't hurt. Like, me and my sister, we grew up together. Like, it's not like we grew up in separate homes or anything. Like, as soon as I went for my dream, that's when we, parted. So I didn't think I would have an 8-year-old niece and I don't really hang out with her at 30 years old. I feel bad about that. It's not like I don't feel bad. I feel bad. I can't really take her to Toys R Us or take her anywhere because I don't even really have as much money as I thought I would at 30 years old. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm just like, okay, but I'm trying to do the best with what I got. And I don't know, it just feels really hard sometimes trying to do it all. I got emotional because I'm always emotional around my mom and sister, honestly. Like, if you're close to someone, they literally pull on your heartstrings. And so my mom and my sister always pull on my heartstrings. So if I'm on the verge of tears, it's just gonna happen. The love for them is so deep. So I knew I was gonna cry.
And what you're doing is really hard. And you made it super far. And you have like the world is your canvas. Like, you are gonna go so far because that's what you want, and you going for your dreams is exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, girl, you have accomplishments now. Don't sell yourself short. You've been on TV, you've been on shows that people know. You were the lead role on these shows. So don't sell yourself short and think like you haven't accomplished anything. Nobody is an overnight success. Everything takes time, and they always say it's at the very moment when you're about to make it that everything seems like it's falling apart and everything's getting crazy because your breakthrough's about to happen. That's exactly when you're about to get blessed. So you keep going. You never stop in the stuck part. You never stop there. You keep going. That's how people make it.
No, because in my head, like, even coming here, I was scared to have the conversation because I'm like, this is the part they don't tell you about when you go for your dreams. You are going to look like the villain. It doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna look like the villain. And and I felt like I had to own that for so many years. And I'm like, I don't want them to think that I don't care, because it's not true. It's not true. I want to make everything. Like, I wish I had enough money to make everything, but I can't. And then it's like, I have to pick. And then I felt like, specifically, I'm just gonna say specifically, because I felt hurt hearing that I picked other people over my family, because I do not personally think that's true. I can't tell you guys how to feel about that, but I just feel like when it came to holidays, there have been times where I've literally only had $3, and I was like, but I can't miss Grandpa's birthday, or I can't miss whatever it is, and I had to figure it out. And I still didn't ask anybody for any money, and I didn't ask anybody for anything. And I think that was also kind of my fault, because then it made it look like, oh, well, Shayna got it. She has it. She doesn't need any help from anyone. Nobody has to really check up on Shayna. Shayna does everything, And I think I put myself in that box.
Right, because in cases like that, you really do need to say that, because it does come off as, well, Shayna isn't here. Shayna didn't want to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you do need to say, like, oh no, I really can't make it because I got this going on, I got that going on. And then, your family is big. People love you. We'll make it happen. But if you don't tell nobody, it just comes off as you don't care. So I would definitely agree with that statement. that it does come off like that.
Well, it just goes back to communication. Like, not all the time we're expecting you to come. Like, even if it's a phone call every now and then, like, we used to talk on the phone all the time. And it's like, we're in the group chat, and I know sometimes we just kind of go back and forth. So I understand snoozing the group chat. But I think that we should talk more, like how we used to.
Yeah. I agree. It's, again, it just goes back to the balance thing of, like, trying to figure it out.
Whether I'm on or off the stage, I am the headliner. So tonight I'm looking at venues for my event, and I decided to bring my girl Nebraska with me.
Okay, so here's the venue over here.
Okay.
We're gonna go this way real quick.
Oh, this is great. Awesome. This is perfect, actually.
It is a blank canvas. You can do what you will. You cannot move these large couches or these benches, but you can move the tables and chairs however you like. You can rent additional tables and chairs from us, or you can bring your own. That's fine as well. Okay.
Okay, so I can definitely tell you this is actually perfect for what I want. I wanted to do something small. I'm doing a listening party. And so I wanted to do something really small, no more than maybe 45, 50 people. And I think this area here is absolutely perfect for what I'm looking for. I definitely am gonna consider booking. And like you said, you know, it's a blank canvas. You kind of have free reign to do what you want. You answered actually all of my questions. I was gonna ask you if I needed to bring, because I may potentially have a caterer, maybe. And so I wasn't sure. This venue, I feel, is perfect for exactly what I want to do for my listening party. It's small, it's gonna fit roughly about 40 to 50 people. You have flat screens, you have room for hookah, and they said I could bring food if I want to, as long as it's not fish, so why not? They have this small stage in the front, which is perfect for me to do an acoustic set on, and it's the perfect setup for exactly what I saw in my vision. What you think?
I think this would be perfect for your listening party.
And then, like I said, I could be up here, have like my stool and stuff, DJ over there.
Yes.
And then, cause I kind of want to do it in the sense of like almost like a story time. Like I'll probably pick like my favorite 10, I don't know. And just kind of have like QR codes or whatever on the tables or whatever. Just for everybody to kind of leave their feedback. I thought about a taco bar, but I don't know how I feel about that now that they said it has to come pre-made. It's gonna make me rethink my whole venue or my whole menu. I may just do alcohol. But this is nice. I like this. And since you're coming to Atlanta, like I definitely think this would be, you know, like I said, I know you're doing your music and stuff. You know, she's a talented young artist out of Arkansas, and I just wanted to take a second to pour into her and give her some advice just about her journey as an independent artist, some advice that I wish someone had given to me when I was starting out. Just putting your own events and stuff together, like that's important. Just for me, from somebody who came to Atlanta, because I'm not even from here, but like when I moved here, like I moved here for a record deal and that fell flat, and then I just kind of, I put out music over time and then just kind of fell out of love with it. And I fell back in love with it. And I just kind of, doing music, and you probably can relate to this, like doing music, the harsh reality that nobody tells you is that this is a business you're oftentimes gonna give your all to, and you're not gonna get much back from your return.
You know, of course, steady investing into yourself.
You have to.
Not feel like it's not getting nowhere.
Yeah, like I always tell people.
And that's the frustrating part.
I always tell people, like, if you're in the business of music for money, like you're in it for the wrong reasons, because there is none. Like let's be honest, like there is none. And so, like with events like this, like I'll probably charge a small something at the door just to get a return on my investment. But like, this is for them. You know, a lot of what you're doing just in the realm of being an artist, it's a service. You know,
like they come and support you, but at the same time, it's like they coming to feel good themselves.
Yeah, like they're coming every time somebody, and I can't remember who I heard say this, but it's like every time you get on that stage, every time you put out a song, every time you grace somebody with your presence, whatever, you never know what these people are coming for, but they're coming to get something from you. It's almost like church. It's like everybody goes to church for something. You're going through a divorce, you found out that you got cancer and they only gave you a week to live. You found out whatever, like it's something, and you're coming to get something in order to just be okay for a moment, whatever it is. And so for me, this is almost like, yes, bad relationship, put my life in these songs. I'm giving it to y'all because I don't know what y'all are dealing with. I don't know who's dealing with what. And yes, oftentimes we think like the monetary part of it is what it's about, but that money, I've had people literally come and tell me like, I left my abusive husband because this song saved my life. There was a lady at a show, literally like her husband, her granddaddy, and her uncle, all people close to her died the same week, like within hours of each other. And she literally was like, this man, like, I literally, like, my husband, I'm glad he's dead because he literally beat on me the day before he died. So like, but to hear you like sing these songs and to just have you bring me on stage and just hug me and just sing with me, like, you have no idea what that did for me. And like, when people say that type of stuff, like, that's more rewarding than anything monetary.
Yeah, like I can relate, because K. Michelle can't raise a man. I left my baby daddy out there. And I kick my baby daddy.
You can't raise him.
Well, you're right though. You're right though. It's more than just about money. It's the passion. It's the love for it. It's
you gotta have a passion to do it.
You gotta feel it. If you don't, then it's pointless. You're just doing this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you wasting time and money?
And often
it costs a lot of money to do this.
It does. And even for me, like, even with my project, a lot of times I sit there in the studio like, I don't want to do this record no more. Like, it's too sad, or it feels like this, or I don't like feeling this, or I don't want to process this. But then you have to realize, like, it's not even at this point, like, you're just trying to feel better and you're just stuck here. But when you look at the big picture, it's not about you at all. It's not about you at all. That's why I tell people, like, if you're gonna be a musician, if you're really gonna pursue this for real, like, you gotta have, if nothing else, you gotta have a passion for it, because people will tell you anything. And for me, literally, like, I remember I went into a meeting, a guy literally looked at me like, he didn't even play my music. Like, he just looked at me and was like, you're dismissed. He's like, how can I market you? How can I market you? You too dark. You're a man singing about your relationship issues. Who wants to hear that? He was like, if you're a female artist, I could sell that.
But who else? You know, I mean, men out here doing that.
But they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. And I think for me, that's kind of been my challenge, is just like the type of music I make. I don't turn up at the club. I don't even go to the club. That ain't my scene. That ain't what I do. That ain't my scene. You know,
remember that night at Friends? Like, I don't get out like that.
I don't go out. Like, that was the first time I had been out in years. Like, I don't go out. I'm at home. So that's not my life. I'm not gonna put that in my music. You know, I ain't paying strippers bills. You know, I don't got no baby mama. I don't have no kids. You know, I don't have them issues. I've never sold weed. So, like, that's not my life. And I just feel like it's too many people that put out music and they're not being authentic. And the only thing I can do is be who I am. And if that's not enough, then maybe my music isn't for you. And speaking of K. Michelle, the best piece of advice she ever gave me, your music may not always stick. It may not always hit. It may not always be number one. But if there's a message in your music, it's never gonna miss its target.
Someone's listening.
Somebody's listening.
Someone's listening.
Somebody's listening. It's gonna get to who it needs to get to. And so I just kind of wanted to, you know, just kind of encourage you a little bit, because I see you doing your music and I'm so proud of everything that you have going on. You're really gonna be great. I promise you're gonna be great. As long as you remember why you do it, if nothing else.
talk about what you're gonna do. Don't just dream about what you're gonna do. Don't criticize somebody else for what they're not doing. You be it. Be about it. Be about that action and go do it. Keep your eye on your intention. Don't let any outside distraction or your own insecurity stop you from your goals. Embrace that struggle. Surviving that struggle will strengthen you.
I may be from a little city, but whether I'm in an A or any city, I'm gonna shut that bitch down. Oh my God, y'all, like Freestyle is finally here. Oh my God, okay. I love Freestyle, like, sorry daddy, but look, your girl, look. Y'all heard the song, like, hey, no, like, it's lit. My vision came to life. I got a fire videographer, Live Maze, shooting the video. We got these bad bitches' ass everywhere. Like, I couldn't be more happier. The scenery, the vibes, everybody lit. We done took shots. Like, we lit. Like, I love it. Freaked out. I'm proud of myself for that one.
Daddy know I'm nasty. Freaked out. Yeah, Big Daddy know I'm nasty. Freaked out. Yeah, Big Daddy know I'm nasty. Freaked out. Hey, look, Daddy know I'm nasty. He say he like I'm bigger cause this pussy way wetter. Lift me up just like some feathers. Turn around and give me cheddar.
Don't want a project, no project. Just being direct, like my ex. I don't want to reject, another regret. No. Don't want a project, no. I ain't rocking if you can't be true or be loyal. Portraying to be more than you are, no love for you. The mind of a
Listen, once again, I've been summoned, and so today I'm in my hometown to sing for my mom's Women's Empowerment Seminar. Now, my mom and I typically don't bump heads as adults, but one thing we can hardly ever agree on is the clothes that I wear. So today, my mom has pulled out a shirt for me to put on, and I ain't feeling it. No, low-key hope it fits. Low-key, I hope it doesn't give. This don't match. See, even you know this don't go together. I guess. All right. My mom is very conservative. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little bit more worldly. I worked hard for this body. I didn't pay for it. So anytime that I have an opportunity to show it, baby, I'ma show it, okay? And that typically doesn't always go over well with my mom, so we typically have disputes about clothes. Can you explain to me why I'm dressed like this again? Della Reese asked the question, who is in charge of the girls? And the long-awaited answer is my mama. Okay, big purr. My mom is a proud member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, as well as a former educator and assistant principal, and she's also my best friend.
I need you to think about our theme as we say it. Act like a lady, think like a queen. Let's say that. Act like a lady, think like a queen. Proverbs 31, that virtuous woman that we just spoke about, it's not about being perfect. It is about living life with purpose, diligence, forgiveness, and repentance. I have given our guests, some of you queens, a card. Look at the back, and when I say your number, be ready to stand up and say what you have been given. 4, health.
Health. She takes care of her physical, mental, spiritual health. A virtuous woman cares for her body. She prepares healthy food for her family.
5, service.
Service. She serves others with love and kindness. A virtuous woman serves her husband, her family, her friends, and her neighbors with a gentle and loving spirit. She is charitable.
They couldn't go to the store and buy fabric that matched and they could coordinate the colors. But they took those old dresses, they took those raggedy shirts, they took the fabrics that were left over, and this is what she created. Think about those things that you have to share as a legacy for your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews. I am woman, phenomenal woman. Thank you.
She adores this child. And they're going to read these books to you about George Washington Carver and Booker T. Washington. You may already know about them, don't you? What do you know about George Washington Carver? What did he do so special?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
It's basically the pig
You can mix them. Y'all go on and do it.
You cook the hog maw before you cook the chicken.
Yeah.
What? You cook the hog maw.
Yeah, you cook them
first,
and then you can mix them. But they're not in the bag.
Yeah, they're not in the bag.
They're not in the bag.
Okay.
And they're not at our house.
No, they're not.
I
didn't give them you, but they were alright.
Oh, you did?
They were alright. They were alright.
Keep on last.
Alright, so last one. Alright. It's not found outside. It can be sweet, like cake, if too much sugar is used. Yes. Keep going. Let's see. Made with simple cornmeal batter.
You ain't in this game? This ain't too much.
You hide. Y'all are high. Like high. I'm not fluffy. I am pan fried. Round shape.
Okay.
Y'all are high.
It may not be the name brand, but you can make some whole cakes out of it.
Both of y'all get a point for this. Y'all are on it. But it's like, that's not
So it is clear that you don't have to go to the grocery store. There you go, and there you go. Tiana, come here. My daughter, today is her birthday.
Come on up here.
Oh, nice. Will you sing happy birthday to her?
Paul went home.
Okay.
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. She's legal. Today. Today.
T, we love you.
We love you.
No, you can't sing. Thank you. Go on somewhere.
No, she's gonna sit up here and sing this. We're gonna do this number. This little number. I've got so much to thank God for. So many wonderful blessings and so many open doors. A brand new mercy along with each new day. That's why I praise you And for this I give you praise. For waking me up this morning, for sending me on my way, for letting me see the sunshine of a brand new day. I want to thank you for your blessings you give to me each day. That's why I praise you. And for this I give you praise. You're Jehovah Jireh. You've been my provider. So many times you've met my needs. So many times you've rescued me. I want to thank you for your mercy you give to me each day. That's why I praise you. And for this I give you praise. For every mountain you've brought me over, for every trial, sing it if you know it, you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah, for this I give you praise. For every mountain, I know somebody had a mountain, you've brought me over. For every trial, you've seen me through. For every blessing, hallelujah. For this I give you praise. For every mountain, Lord, you brought me over. For